Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to another video. This is a reaction to two Brits try Michelin street tacos. These are a great food. I mean, they're not as common in the UK. I think I've had street tacos like once or twice. One time it was just in a train station. It was just outside the train station I think it was in Oxford. I don't actually remember fully. But I was on the way back from, I think, a holiday, and I was just going back on the train, and yeah, I remember having them there. They were great, but I think that's the only time, to be honest. So yeah, they're not very common in the UK, but I think in the US, street tacos or tacos in general, but street tacos are a very common thing to be able to find, and I assume the quality is just incredible and the food's great. I mean, I love tacos in general. They are up there, my favorite Mexican foods, and I think Mexican food is probably my top 3 cuisines now. It's just slowly making its way up and up. I do love it. It's just unreal. Satisfying as hell. You can make it healthy. Although, I mean, when you're getting it from street taco places, you're just going to be basically getting food that you like the taste of. The health is secondary, you know. It's not the first thought on your mind when you're eating it. But tastes great. There's just so many different variants of like different Mexican foods that are just unreal. But tacos definitely are up there for top tier Mexican food. But we're going to see what this is. It says Michelin Street. So I guess Michelin star, it's going to be great food quality and stuff. But I don't really know what to expect from a street vendor or whatever you call it in terms of Michelin rated food. But yeah, we're going to jump into this reaction, see how good this food is, and see what Brits are missing out on. But yeah, let's jump into this.
We are already jealous of ourselves.
What is that? I don't know, but it's so good. Oh. It's unbelievable. It might be the best taco I've ever had.
Definitely. Not even close.
A Michelin star is the most prestigious award a fine dining restaurant can receive. But now, for the first time ever, the Michelin Guide has come to Texas and has finally recognized the food of the people.
Another day, another Michelin treat.
Ooh.
Because this time we are visiting the most unassuming Michelin recognized eatery I've ever come across.
It's almost like Vin Diesel doing Shakespeare.
Oh, that is a weird thought.
To be or not to be.
Family! Hello, you guys are on the Michelin Guide. And it's literally a food truck.
Yes, sir.
Well done, guys. I feel like I need to give congratulations.
We haven't even got Michelin tires on the truck. I mean,
that you've missed a trick.
The main dish is the tacos.
Wow.
The recipe was made by my dad about 30 years ago.
wow.
Yeah, he was born in Chihuahua, which is in the northern side.
That's the name of a dog, right? Chihuahua
yeah.
is the there's a place?
It's also the name of a state.
Okay.
It's very offensive, Josh. Very offensive.
Well, okay, yeah. Sorry.
What does discada mean?
It's called discada because we cook it on a tractor plow.
Oh, so this is from a plow?
This is actually from a tractor. I got it custom modified, so everything is cooked in layers, and when that layer is done, push it off to the side, and because it has that shape, the juices run to the center.
Oh,
so we cook.
Look at it's like a, how do you describe it? Not like a rainbow, but like it's just like you got one section, then a different food, and a different food. This looks crazy. This isn't just for one taco, is it? But look how juicy it is as well. All the juices just combined.
The next thing in the juices, and the next thing, and by the end, you're left with this really crazy flavor pool. And we let it post-marinate again overnight in its own fats to let them redistribute back.
Oh yeah, that's definitely not for one taco. That is so much food.
In the meat. So the whole process is about 36 hours start to finish.
No way.
That looks like a work of art.
It's
like a
mesmerizing.
painting, yeah.
This is why we were so attracted to it in the backyard, because everyone would gather around and it takes hours, so it's almost like a campfire. And his dad always had a rule like, I'll make it, but I'm not prepping this myself, so everyone has to help. So we would sit around with like little dull knives and small cutting boards and just chopping so we can have the discada before midnight, you know what I mean?
Wow, that's so cool.
If we go to a restaurant and there's like a phone book of a menu, you're like, there's no way you can do all of those things well.
These guys have just perfected one style of taco that is like been made in their family for years.
It's like Vin Diesel's acting career.
Okay.
Not Vin
He's got
Diesel
one
again.
thing, and he crushes it.
Okay.
Not a Fast and Furious fan, I
Like a
must
side.
say.
So we chunk it every morning, then we mix it with like mayo, little chili powder, little hot sauce.
Taquitos de discada.
Oh, wow.
wow.
This looks
It
incredible.
really does.
Thank you very much. It's my dad's salsa, the green is my mom's.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
competition
looks almost AI generated.
Google image search.
Weirdly-
The perfect taco.
Yeah.
This is the
looks
result. Mexican street
sensational.
corn first.
Is this a kind of cheese on top? Cheers.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Ooh, it's slightly spicy.
Ooh, a little bit sour in there. I think maybe there's some lime.
My gosh, that's delicious. Huge fan of this. We need to try these taquitos.
Oh,
Does that mean like a
taquitos.
little taco?
I guess it does. 36 hours, Josh.
Such a good bite size as well. Lost for words.
Oh. Yeah. Wow. Wow. Wow.
They've
That
literally
is-
bro, this might be their craziest reaction they've done. They've literally said nothing. Is that how speechless a food makes you?
Insanely good.
That's ridiculous.
There is as much flavour in that
Yeah.
as any bite of barbecue that we've had.
But somehow it's not overpowering, like it's not too rich. And maybe it's just because there's so many different ingredients there. It's not just a slab of meat. I want some of that salsa immediately. Second bite.
What is that?
I don't know, but it's so good.
So good. It perfectly
I
complements
didn't think it
it.
could get any better, but it's got
I want to try this.
perfect two-bite taco. Honestly, it might be the best
this
taco I've ever
looks
had.
So good.
Definitely.
Really? Just easy for you.
Not even close. Who knew Vin Diesel was good at Shakespeare?
Yeah, you're an idiot.
If you're watching Vin Diesel's agent,
What I
stand up-
really like, I don't know Michelin, like, I keep saying Michelin, but I always just think Michelin star, but I think it is just Michelin. I didn't know they gave these awards or whatever to like family run sort of places like this. Like, this is crazy. I always just assumed it was just these upper class restaurants where, you know, maybe it's run by people that have loads of money, or it's just it's not a chain actually. It's typically going to be like one-off restaurants, isn't it? Which is, I guess, the beauty of Michelin stars. But I wouldn't have thought they would be giving it to places like this where it's just literally like a stall outside wherever it is. So it's pretty cool that that's the case. And this family-run restaurant has got this award.
to make a move.
Wow.
It's just incredible. It's worth traveling for, right?
I'm honestly at a bit of a loss for words.
The thing is, it's so damn good. I wish they did other things. Why limit yourself?
Luke, you need to try this.
Luke, it's unbelievable.
Is it an all-in-one?
No, I wouldn't. You want to savor it.
Wow. Yeah.
There's so much flavour in such a...
Yeah, I think because it's so small, you don't expect it to just like explode.
You're right, though. There's more flavour in that than any burrito I've ever had, even.
I think that's probably... I think the smaller it is, the more flavour you'll get. Because if it's a massive burrito, you'll just have loads of rice, for example. That's probably why.
I shouldn't, but
No, you should.
If you can cook that out of a food truck, what can you do in a kitchen, right?
proper restaurant.
Seriously.
Yeah.
How is it, guys?
That is honestly one of the best mouthfuls I've put in my mouth.
Wow,
in my life.
thank
That
you.
is easily the best taco I've ever had.
Thank you so much.
Insanely good.
Did you have any inkling the guy from the Michelin Guide was coming to try your tacos?
Absolutely not.
When he was in
And
Texas?
so when we went to the Guide Award,
Oh, wait. So I'm so confused. Michelin stars are the Michelin Man. Isn't this the guy from the tyres as well? Is it the same company? I don't actually understand how it works.
we found out that they specifically send certain people to come check out your establishment.
Wait. Michelin star versus Michelin tyres? Isn't that the man from the tyres as well? How does that even... Yes, Michelin star is the same company as Michelin tyres. How does that even happen? Why if they just be like, you know what, fuck it, tyres aren't enough. Let's just rate people's food. Okay, that's mad. I did not understand that would be the case at all. That's pretty cool. I don't know how that's even happened. It's such a, like, different, like there's no similarities between tires and food, but there we go.
Establishment at least 5 times to make sure that it's consistent every time.
And you weren't like, oh, there was a guy in a beret with a
No,
baguette
yeah,
who
not
came.
at all. I was like, there's a guy who kind of looks a little marshmallow outside. No, not at all. We had no idea. You guys gonna check out any more spots in Austin?
We're gonna do one more taco spot. Cuantos?
That's our good friends, yeah.
Oh, you know those guys?
We do. We actually, I don't know if you're familiar with, but we're in this group called the Taco Mafia.
I love this.
And it's
You're allowed to talk about it?
absolutely.
It's not like Fight Club.
Yeah.
Don't get your legs broken. It consists of discada, Cuantos Tacos, and Nixta Taqueria.
What do you think we should order if we go to Cuantos?
He's gonna have a one of each option, and then there's one off menu called a campanchana.
Oh.
Definitely order that. Yeah.
Well, I
Yeah,
gotta
they
say,
boys,
they
that's
have
class.
a high bar to live up to because this has been
Seriously.
incredible.
yeah,
Thank you
Cuantos
guys.
is one of my. Cuantos is like my go-to. So
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
you're gonna be good hands.
Oh, that's
Thanks
seriously.
so much, guys.
yeah, enjoy.
this
If
is
there's
awesome.
anything else you need, feel free to holler at us.
Thank you so much.
Will do. Well, much like
Great
Fast
people.
and the Furious,
Yes.
it's all about family.
Scared me so
Well,
much.
apparently it is. I mean, this was their father's recipe.
It's all about family. It's all about vehicles.
Very
the
good.
food truck.
Yeah. Tenuous.
How far can I stretch this?
This time we hit the throttle and visit the next stop.
Let's do it.
That was awful.
Just an ad. Let's go in the bag.
Spot number 2. This is going to be very hard to beat.
It is going to be
Last one.
extremely hard to beat.
Maybe we're kind of missing the point if
Yeah.
we're competing them against each other. It doesn't feel like they're competing.
No.
We have just come from Discada.
Oh yeah, the friends. Yeah,
They could not speak highly enough of you guys.
Oh, really? Awesome. Yeah.
They mainly wanted us to try your tacos, not theirs. We didn't really understand what was going
Oh,
on.
that's mad low.
It's the Taco Mafia, is that right?
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
So a little collective of us.
And it's quite friendly Mafia. There's no leg breaking or
Oh no,
anything.
no Sopranos here.
That's good. You guys are on the Michelin Guide now.
Yeah.
That's
we got
cool.
The Vince Gourmand.
Yeah.
Oh, so the Mafia, whatever, are on the Mafia. The Taco Mafia are all on the Michelin Guide.
It's a big deal
Yeah,
for a food truck.
Yeah, it's crazy. You would not expect that.
Well,
being there.
congratulations,
Yeah.
guys. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
We're so excited to be here.
Yeah, for sure. I'm excited for you guys tonight. I recommend trying the one of each.
Ooh,
That
one
way
of
you
each.
can try everything on the menu. And also maybe trying a kostra, which is a taco but with grilled cheese.
Thank you so much. This is the friendliest Mafia I think I've ever come across.
These guys are big gourmand. That's like a big deal. Restaurants will strive for years and years to try and get an accreditation like that. And they're literally just doing it out of this little yellow truck.
And also no Michelin tires.
Their food does the speaking. They don't need the tires to do anything.
Ooh.
Wow. There's the tacos.
Holy crap.
One of each. Let's get stuck in, shall we?
Oh, double
so
wrapped.
good.
Slightly bigger than the last one. Can we just clarify as well? $2.75 a taco.
Oh, wow.
Dollars. That's like what? £2, maybe less.
Cheap.
So
Hey,
what
on
for
it-
this? This is like $12 for this. So that's probably like £7-8. That is class.
I have no idea what we're eating, other than it looks flipping incredible.
What, £8-9? That's quality pricing.
Oh, hell yeah. What is that?
It's pork. It's interesting having it off the bat
Of the last
of
place.
the last place because the last place had such a depth of flavour.
36 hours.
Right.
That's very, very tough to replicate. Let's give this one a go.
Is that beef?
Oh, wow. A lot more flavour in that one. Whoa, that one. That one's got depth to it. Ooh.
Ooh, what is that?
Yeah, I think that's like a pork belly. My
I
gosh.
actually prefer that to the first pork.
Yeah, oh, that one's really good. That one's maybe my new favourite. We're just getting better and better. Here,
Okay,
you go,
all right,
go
all right.
for a bite of that one. Right, this is nuts.
Oh, so it's all
This is
different
absolutely
flavours.
nuts. These tacos are so good. How are we sat outside?
Oh, that's chicken.
Outside a food truck.
so
That's
good.
chicken. Really?
Fuck me, there's just such a mixture of flavours and meat.
They're really hard to communicate on camera. Like, we're just popping in taco after taco.
Could just keep going.
Every bite is just better than the last.
It's almost like it's a front company for a mafia business.
You're an idiot. You're an idiot.
And if that is the mafia, That is a baller
The
move.
taco mafia.
That is a baller move, right?
Some serious money laundering.
If
there.
you're a mafia and you brand yourself as the taco mafia, hiding in plain sight, baby.
Yeah.
It's genius.
It's genius.
It's genius.
It's genius.
Get on the Michelin guide.
Exactly. No questions asked. Bada bing, bada boom.
Luke, give that a go.
Bada bing,
I
bada
don't,
boom.
we don't know
We
what
don't
we're
actually
eating.
know,
Honestly,
but that's
I
a
have no-
spicy one.
Beautiful. It's been my lunch spot every day.
Yeah, you could come here every day.
We're now moving on to the off-menu item.
Hell yeah. This one's got
This is
bloody
a mesh.
cheese melted onto
Mixture of
it.
everything.
It's a bold, bold move to have cheese off-menu.
Wow, look at that. Can you see the crispy cheese around the edges melted? You've got mushrooms in here. You've got pork and beef and all sorts. Oh, yours got a different meat on the bottom. They're full of surprises. Look at that.
That's the best so far. Cheese, man.
Yeah, the cheese just makes everything better. When you've got a mafia that's on board with cheese,
Yeah, oh.
well, they're doing something right.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know about everything,
No.
but they're at least doing one thing
Yeah,
right.
exactly. That one's my favourite so far.
That's the best.
That is damn good.
Wait, Luke, taste that one. That honestly, I think that's the best one we've had so far.
The cheese really works.
I think the last one was just like a huge flavour bomb, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
These haven't had that flavour bomb.
We really don't have much good Mexican food in the UK.
Well, it's a long way from Mexico, to be fair. I'm kind of sad if this is over.
We can always order more.
I think we should.
We could double up.
Yeah.
Just get exactly the same
Yeah.
as what we've just ordered.
I know that I'm going to go back and watch this video and be so jealous of me right now. And I'm starting to feel that jealousy already.
Okay, well, that's dumb. I mean, you've got to enjoy the
I'm
moment.
ruining the moment.
Right now.
No.
Don't. I'm going to savour this last mouthful.
Is it good?
Wow.
Mate, I would love to have these options, man.
Wow.
The pork.
It's unbelievable.
Oh.
These two taco trucks really prove that you don't need fancy equipment and years of European fine dining training. It's literally dedication, love, and passion. In
Yeah.
a week's time, I'm going to be
Livid.
furious as I lie in bed trying to sleep, but just can't stop thinking about that first mouthful.
Dag.
Taco.
Mate, I mean, Mexican food is great. The options we have here are okay for our standards. I mean, I still love it, right? I'm not saying I don't love it. I love the food that I'll have here. But just all you ever hear of people going to the US or going to Mexico and trying like the real thing is just how good it is and how it just shits on everything we have in the UK. I would just love to have a bite of one of these tacos, man. I would absolutely kill for that. You know, it's a real treat when Ollie stops talking while eating. Yeah, they were both literally just silent, lost for words. That's probably the best compliment you can pay when it comes to eating food, really. But yeah, man, this looked great. And it is just really cool to see that Michelin grading, that's what they said, Michelin grading is now being allowed or being given to like food trucks. I don't know if there's anything in Europe that has that, food trucks and stuff, like small stalls that have Michelin grading. But that's just great, and probably for the business in the US as well, for these businesses that are getting these grades, it's going to be doing so much good for them. So that's great to see. And yeah, I mean, it's just cool to see what family businesses can do. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this reaction, and until next time, like, subscribe, and peace.